feel free to follow along at my pace. So first one we're going to do is some trunk rotations or an iron cross rotation. I like to have a blanket or something in between my knees. That way as I rotate my legs side to side, I can keep both hips, or both femurs, excuse me, in my hips centered. Alright, so I'm just going to have it right between my knees, arms out to the side. I'm going to exhale and drop over. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop over. We're going to do 5 on each side. But I have to give this blanket just a gentle squeeze with the inside of my knees so that they don't move. I'm also trying to keep my feet elevated so they don't drop down when I come over. I want to keep them high. Okay, next one I'm going to keep just this blanket between my knees and just roll onto my side. We'll go left side first. I'm going to keep my knees lined up with my hips and then have my hands clamped together like I'm making a book. And then I'm going to open my book up, but before I do, I'm going to slide my top hand forward. Come back. We'll do 5 on each side. And again, I'm going to squeeze my knees as I start to open up to make sure my hips don't move or my top knee doesn't follow or fall back. We'll switch sides. Again, I'm still trying to get a full exhale to really find my end range as I open up. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to switch over to all fours. Okay, and then we're going to go through some fire hydrants. So what I'm going to do is keep my knee at 90 degrees. I'm going to drive my knee back first. So I'm going into hip extension. I'm coming out and around, close to my elbow, and back down. If you're finding that your knee likes to open or extend as you come around, squeeze something with the back of your knee as I come around. That will help ensure I keep this 90-degree angle at my knee throughout the duration of the movement. All right, that's 3. We're going to do 5. Go one more. And I'm going to go forwards. So again, notice I'm trying to keep my back flat, head is relaxed, arms are locked out. Now I'm going to go knee to elbow, come out and around. I'll switch sides, left leg. I'm trying to go slow doing these reps. That way I can control and articulate this joint to the best of its integrity and my ability. So going through the full end range of each part of this movement. Then we'll go forwards. If your wrist starts to get tired too from this position, you're always welcome to make a fist. I think it's just a little bit harder to stabilize as you come around when you're on a fist. You kind of have a little bit more tendency to bend an elbow or compensate somehow. Okay, next one we're going to do scapula circles. Okay, so I can actually just stay seated for this one. I'm going to keep my left hand on my right pec. I'm going to squeeze my right fist, and I'm going to punch forwards, up, back, and around. Do this 5 times. Again, I'm keeping my left hand on my chest to give my body some feedback so I know not to push my entire body forwards. I'm just focusing on the head of my shoulder. Back and around. Back and around. Then we'll go backwards. Pushing the shoulder back. Raise it up, forwards, and down. Back, forwards, up, and down. Back, up, forwards, and down. Forwards first, up, back, and down. And then switch directions. Back, up, forwards, down. Back, up, forwards, down. Okay. Now that you've given your wrists a little bit of a rest, we'll go back to this all fours position. Okay, and what we're going to do is another upper back rotational exercise. So I'm going to have my left hand behind my head. I'm going to keep this right wrist right below my shoulder. I'm going to point this left elbow to the ceiling as best I can, and then try and touch my pinky of the hand that's down. I find people get the most out of this exercise when they're trying to open up and allow their upper back to rotate. And we'll switch sides. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna go hamstring stretch. So what I'm gonna do is just elevate my knees slightly off the floor, and then I'm gonna push my head through my shoulders and try and extend my knees. Drop back down. Probably not very good at this one right now. Trying to touch my heels down. Last one. Good. From this position, we're going to stay down here, but extend our legs. So push-up position. Fancy way of going around that. And we're gonna do Spider-Man's or World's Greatest Stretch, but in a modified version. So what I'm gonna do is just bring my right foot around to my hand. I'm gonna use my right hand, since it's next to my foot, to bend at that elbow, reach for my big toe, rotate and point, set the hand down, leg comes back. Okay, and we're gonna switch sides, so left leg out to left hand, bend at the left elbow, reach for the big toe, rotate, and come back down. Now watch my back leg on this next rep. Left leg is gonna stay straight. I'm trying not to bend this knee and sag my hips. I want to try and keep this leg up, rotate down, point, hand comes down. Okay, regular speed, foot comes out, reach, point, down. Foot comes around, reach, point, down. Foot out, reach, point, down. Reach, point, down. Reach, point, down. Now I'm going to stay back in this push-up position. I'm just going to tiptoe my feet right to my hands. Come right back down. We'll go 5 reps. Nice and slow. I'm trying to keep my heels off the ground. And then I'm just going to tap right back down. Right back up. So I'm almost just marching while tiptoeing close to my hands. Right, I'm keeping a soft, very soft bend in the knees, mostly locked out. We'll go one more for safe measure. Good. So, from there, if you can, we would like to be trying to achieve this deep squat position. If not, what we're going to do is start with one knee down. As you bring this knee back, this heel comes down, rotate over, come back, rotate over, come back. So I'm trying to drive this knee directly over my toes, and then I'm opening up my opposite hip for better stabilization. Right, if you need to have the hand down, bring your hand down to stabilize yourself. If you want more of a challenge, try and keep your hands off the floor and rotate over. Right, so this should be really good for allowing ankles to practice dorsiflexion or just pointing your toes to the ceiling. This will really help with being able to stay upright when you do a deep squat. Let's go 2 more on each side.